What was the big news this week in electric car charging? And why is one Hellcat owner really miserable right about now? This is our video look back at the week in reverse, right here at Green Car Reports, for the week ending on Friday, January 23rd, 2015. Friday, we covered the growing competition among companies offering DC quick charging for electric cars. That story grew out of Thursday's Washington Auto Show announcement by BMW and Volkswagen that they would fund charge points installation of about 100 quick charging points. Sited in corridors along the east and west coasts, those stations will use the Combined Charge Standard, or CCS, protocol. Right now, only the BMW i3 and Volkswagen e-Golf can use CCS charging and are sold in large numbers. But it's supported by most German and US auto companies, versus the CHAdeMO standard used largely by Nissan. Speaking of CCS-equipped electric cars, the low-volume Chevy Spark EV will go on sale in Maryland this year, its first East Coast availability. Wednesday, we noted that while diesel engines in the US are still largely restricted to trucks, they're gaining share in large luxury SUVs as well. The latest company to offer them will be Range Rover, in 2 models, as we noted from the Detroit Auto Show last week. Tuesday, we wrote about a new study of the lifetime carbon footprint of different vehicles. It found that among large trucks, the aluminum-bodied Ford F-150 did best, despite not having the very highest fuel efficiency. Monday, wrapping up the previous week's Detroit show, we explained that the 5th occupant of the 2016 Chevy Volt sits on what GM calls an occasional seating position. In other words, it's not entirely a real seat, and it works, but only for short periods. We tried it out, and we determined that it's best if that 5th passenger is small, thin, flexible, and tolerant. We also covered a video from Drag Times that showed a Tesla Model S P85D thrashing a Dodge Challenger Hellcat on the drag strip. The Dodge driver made a lousy start, admittedly, and a rematch is planned, but readers went totally wild for that one. And finally, over the weekend, we looked at what happens to electric utilities as installations of renewable power soar. Now, after 2 weeks that included 2 auto shows, 1 test drive, and a whole bunch of travel, we're taking the weekend off. See you next week.